What's up? IAMOBG for tastingskills.com. So here we have it, the ultimate trilogy of Dewars. Now this is the double age for ultimate smoothness. 21-year-old, 27-year-old, and 32-year-old. Now this packaging is impressive. This unboxing is one of the best that I've ever seen in the industry for the money, since these are only made in 375 ml or in half bottles. Now the box gives you the sense that they are full bottles, but they are not. At the top right, you get the age statement, the size, the ABV of 46%, the blender, which is Stephanie McLeod, the bottling is small batch. At the bottom, we have the 4-stage aging process. As we turn the box, you get some tasting notes and a non-chilled, filtered, and no color added statement. Once you turn it, you get a full explanation of the 4-stage process. The first stage is aging single grains in oak cask and single malts in oak cask separately. The second stage is to blend the single grains together and age them, and blend the single malts and age them together. The third stage is blending the single grain and the single malts together so that we could have a final blend before we get to the final stage. The fourth stage is, of course, aging them in sherry casks. Now, these 3 age statements have different sherry cask finish. The 21-year-old is finished in Oloroso cask. The 27-year-old is finished in Palo Cortado cask. And the big bad boy, the 32-year-old, is finished in Pedro Jimenez cask. Once you open the box and get them out, you can see that there's been a lot of effort into this packaging. It's clean and precise and gives you all the information that was on the box originally. These are blended by Stephanie McLeod, the Dewar's master blender since 2016. Now these whiskeys have won everything that you can think of, and they are the juggernaut of 2020. There is still a lot of it out there, but are they worth the money? Well, for starters, the 21-year-old is $60, the 27 is $100, and the 32-year-old is $140. Now keep in mind that these are half bottles, so if you're going to compare them, then you should double the number. Now there's a real argument to be made about this lineup of 21, 27, and 32-year-old for being the best trilogy release of whiskey of 2020. Have you seen the packaging? This is just out of control. Everything is just perfect on here. The box, the labeling, the little bottle. This was a ginormous effort by Dewars & Son to come into the market and really hang their hat here and try to compete on another level. And at the same time, the crazy part about all of this is that this is accessible. You can go out and you can find some. Dewar's isn't a small, tiny distillery. I mean, it's owned by Bacardi. The second part is that, yes, maybe they are half bottles, but price-wise, this is just insanity. But are they actually worth the money? Let's jump into tasting notes and see how they actually perform. But before that, do you want to taste like a pro? Head over to tastingskills.com, put your name and email into the magical yellow box, and I will send you my free 17-page guide to the fundamentals of tasting. All right, now let's check out these amazing Dewars. On the color, amber gold. On the nose, beautiful balance and elegance as this whiskey delivers notes of oxidation from the Oloroso sherry finish. Into yellow cherries, star fruit, some zest like lemon and oranges, then honey, but the sherry dominates this nose and its complexity. On mouthfeel, peat smoke into sweet wood tannins that deliver sherry notes. The wood tannins are complex and lengthy. This is once again elegant and well balanced so that you get complex layers that drives a lot of this subtle finish. It keeps on giving long after you've put down the glass. I mean, 21-year-old, $60. This is just pure craziness. I'm a sucker for peat, so of course I'm gonna love this. I'm a sucker for sherry, so of course I'm going to love this. But 21-year-old for 60 bucks, I don't care if it's a half bottle. This is just a crazy, crazy idea. I'm sure that this is just the start of Dewar's really pushing the limits of what they can do. I'm super impressed here with the first one. Let's jump into the Dewar's 27-year-old Palo Cortado finish. On the color, amber gold once again. On the nose, the Palo Cortado jumps out of the glass, has the sherry oxidation notes just stand out. This is subtle and elegant as it delivers some spice box, cedar, orange zest into some lavender, honey. There is some hints of peat smoke, but it's hiding in the back. On the mouthfeel, this is a classic peated whiskey with tons of layers that deliver that sweet peatiness. As the wood tannins deliver the spicy layers of complexity, and the sherry notes on this one aren't as intense as the previous one. The finish is long and complex and really gives you something to think about. Oh wow. The second one, a lot more intensity barrel-wise, a lot more complexity, wood tannin-wise. The sherry was there, beautiful on the nose, really well balanced, really long finish. Again, as these whiskeys get older, and usually when you do drink older whiskeys, well, there's just a lot more wood tannins in there. And in that 27, it showed all of its beauty on the wood tannin layers, but also on the sherry notes. And the sherry wasn't overpowering. This has the best balance up to now. The 21 is amazing, but the 27 even better. All right, let's do the big bad boy, the Dewar's 32-year-old, finished in Pedro Jimenez cask. On the color, deep amber gold. On the nose, sweet oxidized raisin, which is the classic PX nose. And this is the sweetest nose out of the three. It is the most complex when it comes to the peat because it just takes over. On the mouthfeel, this is just at another level since it delivers so much complexity between the wood tannins, the sherry notes that are sweet, but once the acidity kicks in, then you get a never-ending finish that just keeps on delivering everything that one can only dream of. This is just a mind blower. The elegance on the 32 was really amazing. You had a perfect balance between the alcohol, the sherry notes, the wood tannins. The finish was never ending. It just kept on giving you more love. Crazy on this one. And the aromas, just again, huge sherry fan, especially PX cask finish. So all that combined with a little bit of peat in there, I mean, you got my heart. I'm done. Like, this is just insane. Let's do a quick recap between all three of them to see if you should buy, pass, or collect any of these. And we're gonna start, of course, with the 21-year-old. Now, this was an absolute buy. I mean, how can you go wrong? $60 for a 21-year-old. It's Dewar's. It's sherry finished. I mean, this is just crazy. Go out there, find it, and collect it. Then we have the 27-year-old. Of course, again, this is a collector's item. This was just crazy to me. $100 for 27-year-old. Who cares if it's in a half bottle? And finally, the big bad boy, the 32-year-old. Of course, it's a collector's item. I don't know how much is left out there, but for $140, this is just crazy to me. Oh my God. 2020 did give us the best trilogy released ever by Dewar's & Son. All right, that's gonna do it for me. I'm IAMOBG for tastingskills.com. Please remember to go down there, click the subscribe button, click the bell if you want to get the notification. Otherwise, my friend, please remember, stay sober. Peace.